on so you can see me better, which is not going to work. Okay, let's sit here. So, technical difficulties aside, I just wanted to come in really quickly because I am so pumped. I have just spent past half an hour, no, more than that, an hour with a grief specialist. Part is Jean Tweed, which is an addictions resource center to actually help get over addictions and substance abuse. And she is a trauma specialist. And we were talking for a good hour about different methods to help get rid of trauma, about different resources out there, different programs, different coaching techniques. And as we were talking, one of the things that she brought up and we're discussing more and more detail is EMDR, which is a therapy that I have been looking into recently because I've had really good responses recently from my community saying that it works for them really, really nicely. So I know I was a little skeptical because I've never really heard of it before. I haven't looked that deeply into it. I wasn't sure if it was smoke and mirrors. So I talked to her about it. And she kind of gave me a side eye because she's like, well, I am actually trained in EMDR and I've been doing it for 22 years now. And I can tell you that, yes, it does work. And it's back scientifically that it actually helps try to fix this. And the idea that you bring your eyes back and forth from space to space as you think about something and about how it helps release your emotional connection with that experience. It releases that sense of guilt, of kind of the trauma around it, which I think that is incredible. And I'm actually looking forward to researching more about it and potentially getting trained in it because I'm that pumped about it now. But what really blew my mind was the fact that she was talking about the fact that when you do that eye movement back and forth, that's specifically the reason why it works is because it activates both sides of the brain, one side being the logical side and the other being the emotional side. And it kind of brings them both together as you're going through and thinking about this traumatic event in your life, which blew my mind. It went boom, what? Because this is exactly what I teach. Okay, what I teach is to be able to help widows find themselves again, right? Go from where they were in their past, a traumatic situation of dealing with the death of their husband, dealing with the death of their own identity, because that gets thrown away. It's dead as their husband, as cruel as that sounds, but it's very true. And it's hard to get over that trauma of it and to figure out what your next is, what's your next identity in your life, and how are you going to go forward. So the basis of all what I do, which is why it blew my mind, is the fact that what I teach is that when you have to go through a death of your spouse, you kind of become split apart. So your mind is on one hand and your heart is on the other side, and they're completely separate and they can't talk to each other again. Your heart is screaming, oh my God, they're dead. I can't believe this is happening. What is my life? I don't get this. I don't get this. And your mind is going, duh, they're dead. You have to do this and this now. You have to live life. What are you doing? You have like, what? And it's to try to get those to work with you and how you actually get over your trauma and get work with your grief to walk forward in life again is what we have to reconcile those two, your heart and your mind. And you use that and use your body as well to connect both of them together again, to get them to talk together again through your body work, through different therapies, through different activations of resources and teachings that I teach you, which have been scientifically based. And it's incredible. It's incredible because when she was saying this about the fact that the EMDR, looking back and forth, really activates those two brains, what she's saying is that what EMDR, focusing on getting your brain and your heart to work again, the emotional and the rational to work again, is exactly what I teach, which is blows my mind. It means it's proof. It's proof that it actually works, and not just proof from scientifically, not just proof because EMDR works and it's working with the same techniques that I use, but proof because I've been working with other widows for about 4, almost 5 years now, using these techniques, and I have proof, real proof of my own living experience through helping my widow clients use a technique of reconciling your heart and your mind to get them to talk together so you can actually learn to move forward into your new beautiful, glorious, peaceful life. knowing that the memories of your loved one will always be there and support you as you do it. So I just wanted to share that because I'm so pumped. I am so excited. If you want to be able to learn more about this, about what my program teaches, about all the different steps, it is a 3 different tiered situation of a course. It's called Reclaim Your Life. It brings all this in. The core of it is that reconciliation of your heart and your mind, and all of the different techniques and resources to bring there. So I'd love to talk to you more about it. If you want to talk a bit more one-on-one with me, please do give me a call. Put a DM in the comments. Put any kind of comment. You can book a call with me. I'll put my link to my calendar in the notes. And I'd love to hear your story and whether we can work together. All right, lovelies. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.